So, which liver would you rather have? This nice, pink, healthy liver on the left, or this scary, diseased, ugly liver on the right? Don't answer that, because if you're an alcoholic, you're gonna have no choice but to have the diseased liver on the right. I mean, if you keep it up anyways. A damaged liver is a result of drinking, especially if you're an adolescent and you start when you're young, because you have no choice but to develop that kind of liver faster, and you're gonna end up possibly dying faster. Because I have actually grown up with an extended family of alcoholics, as you all know, and I've seen this firsthand. My mom's brothers and sisters all have alcoholism. One of them actually died way before I was born, when he was 27. Her other brothers and sisters are still living with it, but they're not living happily, of course. And many of them actually have that kind of liver, but they're living with it, but it's not pretty. This is why I don't want teens to start early, because I don't want them to go through what my aunts and uncles are going through. And I'm an advocate for Snowball. Snowball is a teenage organization that goes against alcohol use and drug use. And it shows kids how to have fun without drinking alcohol and without doing drugs. There's so much more you can do, and they don't realize it. But today, I'm going to talk about why teens need to drink alcohol, why they think they need to drink alcohol anyway. They do it for the risk factors, they do it for the expectancies, and they do it because the media has a huge influence over them. So I'm going to go dive into my first point of the risk factors. They do it because they want to rebel against society. They're teenagers. It's just what they do. According to the National Institute of Health, the brain is not fully developed as a teen. The risky behavior is a characteristic of adolescence. You can't change it. You have an underdeveloped brain. You can't change that red part right there. That's called the frontal lobe. It doesn't fully grow until you're 21. Does that ring a bell? 21? Yeah? That means you're waiting for that age, because that's the legal age to drink. There's a reason for that. That full thing, it's red, it's big, it doesn't fully grow until you're mature enough. That's basically your mature part of your brain. It shows that you can make sound decisions. And if you can't be trusted to make sound decisions soberly, then you can't be trusted to make sound decisions under the influence of alcohol. So I'm going to go into my second point of expectancies. These kids expect alcohol to feel amazing. They want to dive into a bottle of Captain Morgan after a stressful week. They're like, hey, TGIF, let's go party, forget our problems. But they don't expect it to actually possibly kill them or to get their stomach pumped at the end of the night. I saw this story on ABC News about this little girl. She's 14 years old. Her name is Tammy. She had a slumber party at her house. Two friends came over, and her mom took them out for breakfast. Okay, dinner/breakfast, 2 a.m. in the morning. Weird, I know, but they probably asked. And when they got home, they started throwing up. The mom was like, well, maybe it's the food that they ate. But it wasn't. They actually found a bottle of vodka in the mom's cupboard. And the mom woke up the next morning to find her daughter, Tammy, passed out on the bathroom floor. She died of alcohol poisoning that day. She was only 14 years old. And obviously, they probably saw this somewhere. They associated fun with alcohol. They're like, hey, I see a bottle of vodka. I see on TV, Jersey Shore, all them partying, and they're like, yeah, let's have fun. But they don't expect it to end badly. That leads me into my third point of media being a bad influence on teenagers. According to JAMA Pediatrics, teens that see alcohol everywhere, billboards, TV shows, any media of all kinds, music, they will definitely start to try to use it, or at least think about it. The thought of it is even dangerous. And according to JAMA as well, Eminem, he is an amazing artist, not like bring him down at all, but he has an ongoing alcoholism problem. He's come in and out of it, and actually Elton John, who is a former alcoholic, has tried to pull him out of it many times. But when Eminem goes into his alcoholism state, sometimes he has made music that has glorified alcoholism, has glorified drugs, partying, all that stuff that kids hear, adolescents hear this, and they want to be like him. So of course they're going to do what he does. And that's dangerous thinking. And speaking of glorifying things, and according to an article, and I found it in Alcohol Rehab, drinking in Ireland has escalated 3 times since the 90s. It's basically the alcoholism capital of the world. And that's because in the media, they glorify alcoholism as being sociable. If you're not at a pub, chilling with your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, then you're abnormal. You're weird. And these kids realize this, therefore it's a domino effect. They're going to start drinking at a young age, they're going to become alcoholics. People die, and it gets worse and worse, the hospitals fill up. So overall, there are a variety of reasons why teens drink alcohol. I've only told you 3 of them: the risk factors they do it for, the expectancies, and because the media has a huge influence over them. But adolescents don't realize the severity of alcohol drinking, especially at such a young age. It severely damages them forever. If you look at this, the top brain, it's a picture of one brain but different sides of it, is a healthy brain. And then the bottom is a brain with alcohol use. If you can see the little holes, dimples, and this one's smooth. I'm pretty sure my aunts and uncles' brain looks like this, if not worse, because they've been drinking since probably 11 years old or younger. And I just don't want adolescents to go through that. They shouldn't have to deal with this dimples in their brain. I mean, of course you have natural dimples, but those are some pretty big holes. And I hope that some kids find a place such as I did, so let's Snowball. Snowball it changed my life. It made me realize that I can do things that are fun that don't have to kill me. Thank you.